Hello, Travis here, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. In the last episode, we made landfall on a new planet in the solar system, Vulcanus. A planet of lava, lots of cliffs, near infinite resources, and big-ass worms. As such, we made it here thanks to my admittedly both over and under engineered spaceship, which I've dubbed the Home 1. And now it's time to get into more. So we have a couple of trigger techs that we have to get through. Namely calcite processing and crafting tungsten carbide. There's also a little bit more that we can do, but let's start with the calcite. Since that will help us get power production besides solar, because well, solar is really good here. Like really good. We just take a look. Today we only get 100. Oh, we only get 90 seconds of solar power. So ultimately this is not sustainable. We do have coal, which suggests we could do coal power, but there's no, unless we did the tedious method of dropping ice down from the plant from the surface. It's very cost prohibitive. However, we can get free brand new acid neutralization, steam condensation. Did I get that? And simple coal liquefaction. All three of these are pretty essential. So let's go over to our statement. Unfortunately, we are going to, for the time being, have to work around this because cliff explosives are still very far away. Well, they're far away, not very far away. They're far enough away that so we could Vulcanus is covered with all the very high yield sulfur sulfur deposits. they're kind of in place of oil, because we can now make oil from nothing, essentially. Is that really a cliff? Oh my god, that's a cliff. Why? Breaking all these rocks gives us a lot of our ore that we we're gonna clear out this because the next thing we want to make on our laundry list of things to make is tungsten carbide, which is made from carbon, tungsten ore, and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is something that we'll be dealing with quite a bit on this planet because to make carbon without having to drop it into space, which we could do that, but I really don't want to turn this into a glorified space station. There's really. Alright. Let's grab some pump jacks, because bringing robots to Vulcanus is a definite must, because they're a lot more efficient at breaking stuff down than sulfuric acid's going to be our basically our both our power plant and kind of an intermediate that we have to take care of. We're going to grab our miners too. We'll need more. But, okay, Vulcanus, you can stop being a drama queen now. Fortunately, demolishers aren't aggroed by pollution, so we just don't really care. They just they're like grumpy old men. They want us to get off their lawn. Alright. To make tungsten carbide, we need carbon, tungsten ore, and sulfuric acid. Time to go, it is really hard to tell where, deposit is. We're gonna blueprint this, Do I have a... I'm gonna send a request for, just so I can, have just making sure. Oops. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah. In fact, these miners don't even, pollution isn't even a statistic that is tracked. Yeah, just a reminder that Novice still exists and is doing and is alive and well. Although the biters are getting a bit too comfy. Don't worry, I have a plan around that. So, fortunately, Tungsten is out in Demolisher territory. So we can't really but fortunately we're getting plenty of tungsten from bashing rocks. Factorio Space Station does a good job of making you return to the days of smacking rocks and bootstrapping power, which honestly is a pretty good it's a pretty good way of just shows how well designed the Alright. Home one's almost back. And there we go. Taking advantage of Vulcanus as a excellent solar power until so tungsten carbide is made in assemblers. Oh, I was worried that was the home one, but it's just these turrets that I've left out. No biggie, they can munch on that. Alright. Oh, carbon. I'm stupid. And filling my inventory with garbage, too. What joy. Carbon's made in chemical plants. we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful about our powerful protection. But I can just make some. I can either send home one back to get some more supplies, or I can make a locally on here on Vulcanus. Let's see. How fast is it craft? There we go. Tungsten Carbide. We have the recipe for the Foundry. The Foundry is pretty expensive, not gonna lie, for our for the resources we have right now. But for what it's worth, it's pretty it's and I think for the purpose of the we'll be covering. Yeah. We have made tungsten carbide. A new, the next new material. We have on Vulcanus. Um. Next up, we're gonna be doing Foundry. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more Factorio Space Age, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time.